Hello there, a lovely and warm welcome. This is Hope Channel Zambia, and you're just in time for the news. Let's take a look at stories making headlines. Fire sweeps through Chisokone Market in Kitwe and destroys goods worth thousands of kwachas. Chawama woman stabs brother-in-law to death. Ambassadors of Christ Choir to grace charity concerts in Zambia this weekend. And Matero market traders urge outside traders to move inside the market. These stories plus more are coming up shortly. To stay with us.
My wife, bumper harvest. Eh?
Daddy,
I'm telling you.
your new fertilizer. Niamini.
Eh?
Iye daddy
I tell you.
Hello. My instructions. Ya kunkabuno bwino mwamene.
I went to ETG, and now we are enjoying the benefits of using a blended D-compound fertilizer as basil and Kynoplus as top dressing fertilizer instead of urea that we used last year. Now look here. This year, it has given me 4 tons. 4 tons. But last year, it was only 1.8 tons. Kynoplus has given all my crops the nitrogen that I paid for.
Wow.
It has saved me money. Telling you.
Understanding the difference between soil and crop-specific fertilizers, therein lies strength for Kynoplus blended fertilizers. More value in a bag. Available in the ETG depots countrywide, with a network providing agronomy services to farmers across the country. Kynoplus. Enhanced efficiency through innovation. A product of ETG.
Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Bright Sinkozi with the details alongside George Kalimukwa, our sign language interpreter. In a rather sad turn of events, last night, Thursday, 1st August 2023, fire swept through Chisokone Market in Kitwe's central business district and affected some shops in the northern part of the market, with goods worth thousands of kwachas burnt to ashes, including some merchandise left by marketeers overnight in some shops for safekeeping. But Kitwe District Commissioner Lawrence Mwanza says marketeers are partly to blame for the inferno, as they, in most cases, defy laws and bylaws the local authority puts in place. Mr. Mwanza is hoping that after the fire incident, there should be a change of mindset from all marketeers and begin to follow the stipulated laws, such as avoiding spending nights in shops. Meanwhile, Mr. Mwanza has expressed disappointment at the manner in which the public behaved when the fire engine arrived at the scene. He said some people resorted to stoning the fire engine, which, unlike other times, arrived on the site on time, led, but then was meant to delay in quenching the fire because of the screen that was shattered. And some visibly shocked traders affected by the incident could not say much on camera, but indicated that they lost goods worth thousands of kwacha. The cause of the fire has not yet been established, but by broadcast time, Kitwe District Commissioner's Office was expected to hold an emergency meeting over the market inferno. Moses Mambwe has more in this report.
This is what was found at Chisokone Market today after some shops got burnt last night. Some traders have expressed sadness on the loss, and government have called some traders to be responsible and abide the bylaws.
To encourage our members, those who are who are trading in the markets, to take responsibilities, especially when it comes to bylaws and the national laws. People should not be doing things anyhow they want, and those people are sleeping in Chisokone. As at yet, we don't know what caused the fire. We're just speculating. We'll leave it to the police. At the right time, they will tell us their findings to say this is exactly what happened. But it's a lesson to a lot of us, and we are very disappointed, disappointed, especially on the part of lawlessness I think the fire engine got there in good time, but the people started stoning and shutting the window screen of the fire engine, and the fire now escalated, which was not supposed to be. There are also lessons that we've learned from there. When we are telling people that we don't want people sleeping in the markets, these are the reasons. We wouldn't know, but sometimes we may not know. There could be people sleeping in there and using electrical gadgets, and the way electrical installation in the market has been done, it has been poor.
Some traders record the quantity and the value of the items they have lost in the inferno.
Nene alesha amaspice, amajinja, amaherbs. Emkwa. Na umfule kuma 22 hours abantu bine phone. Tifi yakwa nangu 15 pantu fingi. Emkwa.
Fintu na odele fya tu finkai na odele mabeyo ya tatu. So to yoka tumalo kwambo kushitya. Kuzanga tuondoa fya pya vyonse.
Part of Tisokon market is being modernized, and it's the hope of government to modernize the whole market, which will have more safety equipment and measures.
So that we can stand even that, the other side where the market has been bent, to put a structure there. But also depend on the people, if they cooperate with us when we tell them that we need to move here. That's the challenge that we have here. When you ask them, can we move at a certain place where you're constructing your structure? The government wants to do everything for them, but for them to live there, resistance is there. So this we have no option. We'll still engage them and see how we can take them somewhere where we can trade meanwhile once the construction is taking place to better their structure there.
Moses Mambo reporting for Hope News, Chisokone Market, Kitwe.
Now, a 38-year-old woman of Chawama compound in Lusaka, identified as Catherine Samba, has allegedly stabbed her brother-in-law to death. In a statement made available to Hope News, police spokesperson Ray Hamonga confirmed the incident, saying it occurred on August 1st, 2023 at around 22:55 hours. Mr. Hamonga said an alert neighbor, upon hearing noise from the deceased's house, rushed to check what was happening, and only to be greeted by the motionless body of the deceased lying lifeless in a pool of his own blood. According to Mr. Hamonga, the neighbor then reported the matter to police. He said police officers rushed to the scene and found the deceased with a deep cut in the neck. Mr. Hamonga added that the suspect is currently in police custody and will appear in court soon. The body of the deceased has been deposited into the University Teaching Hospital mortuary, awaiting post-mortem and burial. Now, Zambia's ambassador to Turkey, Lieutenant General William Maipambe Sikazwe, retired, says Zambia and Turkey will benefit immensely from exchange of knowledge in areas of agriculture, energy, construction, tourism, health and medical products, and mining technology, as well as import and export. Dr. Sikazwe was speaking when he officially opened the Zambia-Turkey Business Forum at the City Hotel in Ankara, which was hosted by the Industry and Trade Confederation, SANCON, with the aim of enhancing exports and imports between Zambia and Turkey. The forum, which was held both in person and virtually, was attended by members of the Industry and Trade Confederation, SANCON, Zambia Development Agency, Zambia Ministry of Energy, Agri-Smart Entrepreneurs of Zambia, Zambia Ministry of Tourism, and diplomats from Zambia and Turkey. Dr. Sikazwe said that the President of the Republic of Zambia, Mr. Hakainde Hichilema, has provided direction and leadership aimed at guiding the country towards economic stabilization. He said in following the guidance by the head of state, as well as the country's foreign policy, Zambian embassy in Turkey is focused on ensuring that trade and investment between Zambia and Turkey are promoted. He added that the Zambian government has placed emphasis on promoting the Zambian economy through, among others, global players such as Sancon. Speaking at the same event, Sancon President Freudom Sevahiroglu reaffirmed the organization's commitment to strengthening ties with the Zambian business community in order to ensure that trade and investment between the two countries are promoted.
That the Zambian government, through the Republican President Mr. Hakainde Hichilema, has placed emphasis on promoting the Zambian economy through enhancement of trade and investment cooperation with other global players. The President of the Republic of Zambia has provided a direction and leadership in this regard, aimed at guiding the country towards economic stabilization. In following with the guidance by the head of state, as well as the country's foreign policy of pursuing economic diplomacy, the Zambian embassy here in Ankara is focused on ensuring that trade and investment between Zambia and Turkey are promoted.
Now, one of Rwanda's finest and internationally recognized Adventist singing choir, the Ambassadors of Christ, emanating from the city of Kigali, are yet again set to make their return to Zambia, this time around for a series of charity concerts to be held in Kitwe and Ndola on the Copper Belt, Lusaka, and Choma district in southern province. The Kigali-based choir, whose music has found a permanent stay on both Adventists and non-Adventist playlists, will be in Zambia for the third time at the invitation of Kitwe-based Spring of Love Ministries, whose hope is to raise resources for a number of charity cases across the country, mainly in the medical area. Upon their arrival in Lusaka on Friday, 4th of August 2023, the group, in the company of Lusaka-based choir, the Golden Vocals, will head straight to Kitwe for their first assignment at the Copper Belt University Mount Purpose Hall on Saturday, before changing camp to Ndola for the Levi Mwanawasa slated event on Sunday and switch to Lusaka for the Heroes Stadium event before concluding their stay in Zambia in Choma on the 8th of August 2023. Some local groups will include the hosts Spring of Love Ministries, the Golden Vocals Ministries, the Aglen Singers Ministries, Davis Mulaya, Ephraim, Son of Africa, Enoch Kimbewe, and the Loud Cry Singers, among others. The group is expected to arrive at the Kenneth Kaunda International Airport on Friday, 4th August 2023, around 12 hours Zambian time.
They are known for their gospel music. These are the Ambassadors of Christ Choir, a renowned group in the Seventh-day Adventist Church in Kigali, Rwanda. The group this Friday will arrive in Zambia to minister in various concerts that will be hosted across the country by the Springs of Love Ministries. The concerts are slated for 5th to 8th August 2023. Among the areas that the group will visit are Copper Belt, Lusaka, and southern provinces. The aim of these concerts is to raise funds for people living with special needs. According to the organizers, the Ambassadors of Christ will be accompanied by local groups, namely the Golden Vocals, Aglian Singers, Loud Cry, and Springs of Love Ministries, among others.
I'm here to announce that indeed the Ambassadors of Christ are coming. They are coming to Zambia, and their coming is a third visit. According to them, they call it the third missionary journey to Zambia. They are making Zambia as their second home. So truly speaking, the ambassadors are here. They are coming on Friday, and they are coming to join us under the invitation of the Springs of Life Love Ministries. This is a choir in Kitwe at Chamboli SDA Church. This choir is an independent ministry. It goes around trying to help people with special needs. So they thought instead of just doing these album launches, they should think bigger than the way they have been handling it. So they have invited the ambassadors of Christ Choir in terms of managing these concerts and events that are happening. So they are coming to help raise money for people with special needs. These are people that they are looking at to help. It's a helping hand venture by the Springs of Love Ministry.
The members of the public have been encouraged to come in numbers.
We know the great choirs that we have in this country. We've got the Golden Vocals that will be at Copperbelt University and the Levi Mwanawasa Stadium, together with Davis Mlaya, the singer that you know very well. And then he'll be accompanied by one of our singers, because the ambassadors of Christ are not only loved by STS. This is Zambia Unite. It's not a program for STS. It's for Christians and anybody who feels that the Spirit moves them to help the needy. So we have got a brother that has sang a song called Ameno Mafupa Inokimbewe. So I'm sure you know that song. So you'll be one of them. Then in Kitwe, obviously we have some local choirs, Inspiration Chorale. We've got Spiritual Chorale. Then we've got Masujo, one of the soloists. So there, and the host group itself, the Springs of Love Ministries. That is for Kitwe and Indola. Then for Lusaka, we are going to have Golden Vocals, the Aglian Singers, the Loud Cry, Davis Mulaya, Inokimbewe, and Ephraim, the Son of Africa. We know him. He'll be available in Lusaka. Then for Choma, we've got the Aglian Singers, we've got Davis Mulaya, we've got Inokimbewe, and the local groups from that side.
The concerts will be running under the theme Zambia Unite to help the people living with special needs. Esnatsika's Hope News, Lusaka.
Oh, that looks like it will be a marathon for the Rwandese group that will be in the country and spend not less than 4 days here in Zambia. Let's take a break. More stories on the other side. To stay with us.
Escape the winter monotony with an August pack full of variety. Discover hilarious kids content and the best of local reality shows on Top Star.
The guy likes her chicken. Have him.
For only 160 kwacha, Antenna Classic Old Dish Smart. Give your little ones the gift of joy, laughter, and learning as we welcome them back home for the holidays with delightful kids shows on Cartoon Channel, ST Kids, Jim Jam, and more. Start the month with the prize-winning local game show Bongwa Champs on Quacks, premiering on 6th August at 19 hours on Novella E+.
Where in the human body can the smallest bone be found?
Watch contestants put their intelligence, teamwork, and humor to the ultimate test. But there is more. Looking to spice up your weekends? Don't miss Hello Mr. Right Season 3, airing live on TV3 every Saturday at 20 hours. Cheer on your favorite couple and witness as they find love through a range of fun challenges, conflicting conversations, and plenty of romantic moments. Subscribe now. Top Star. Enjoy digital life.
Change your water and change your life. Kanjin Water Zambia Limited brings to you microclasses highly alkaline water with the benefits of immunosystem booster, disease combating, and many more. For more information, dial the number 0976 096670. We are located in all around the country, Zambia. Change your water and change your life. Change your water and change your Kanjin water. Kanjin water, change your life.
Thank you so much for still staying with us. We continue with the news. The African Union Commission Joint Labour Migration Program, JLMP, coordinator Ms. Odette Boli says the African Union and its partners are
Escape the winter monotony with an August pack full of variety. Discover hilarious kids content and the best of local reality shows on Top Star.
The guy likes our chicken. Have him.
For only 160 kwacha, Antenna Classic Old Dish Smart. Give your little ones the gift of joy, laughter, and learning as we welcome them back home for the holidays with delightful kids shows on Cartoon Channel, ST Kids, Jim Jam, and more. Start the month with the prize-winning local game show Bongwa Champs on Quacks, premiering on 6th August at 19 hours on Novella E+.
Where in the human body can the smallest bone be found?
Watch contestants put their intelligence, teamwork, and humor to the ultimate test. But there is more. Looking to spice up your weekends? Don't miss Hello Mr. Right Season 3, airing live on TV3 every Saturday at 20 hours. Cheer on your favorite couple and witness as they find love through a range of fun challenges, conflicting conversations, and plenty of romantic moments. Subscribe now. Top Star. Enjoy digital life.
Change your water and change your life. Kanjin Water Zambia Limited brings to you microclassic highly alkaline water with the benefits of immunosystem booster, disease combating, and many more. For more information, dial the number 0976 096670. We are located in all around the country, Zambia. Change your water and change your life. Change your water and change your Kanjin water. Kanjin water, change your water, change your life.
Thank you so much for still staying with us. And now for the rest of the news. The African Union Commission Joint Labour Migration Program, JLMP coordinator Odette Boli says the African Union and its partners are committed to improving capacity to avail timely, reliable, and high-quality data on trafficking in persons and labor migration statistics for the development of better informed policies, planning, and decision-making across the continent. Ms. Boli says migration statistics have continued to attract more attention among various policymakers, leaders, and other stakeholders in the continent, resulting in diverse migration challenges that may need to be captured. She says the African Union has put in place policies to govern migration in the continent. She was speaking at the official opening of the 3 days regional capacity building workshop on trafficking in persons and labor migration statistics for ECAS and SADC member states, which started today in Lusaka. Meanwhile, International Organization for Migration, IOM Zambia Chief of Mission, Ms. Keisha Livermore, says data is essential for developing effective, evidence-based migration policies and programs. She adds that many African countries continue to face challenges in managing migration due to lack of sufficient and ineffective use of data, limited capacity, and policy coherence.
A regional capacity building workshop on trafficking in persons and labor migration statistics for the Economic Community of Central African States ECAS and Southern African Development Communities SADC member states. The workshop, run by the Joint Labour Migration Programme (JLMP), will assist the participating countries from the region to enhance statistical analysis as they formulate policies to ease trade in the continent, alleviate poverty, among other objectives. And Assistant Director, Economic and Financial Statistics Division at the Zambia Statistical Agency says Zambia has recorded an increase in human trafficking victims from 42 in 2021 to 79 in 2022.
So now, here Zambia was saying 79 victims in 2022 were trafficked. From 42 in 2021. So it's worrying that this, if not combated, it will keep on escalating. And I'm sure after this workshop, I think we will be well equipped together with all the players so that we can try to bring this to manageable levels. If it's possible to bring it to zero, that is if it's possible, that we really need to achieve those strides. I think that's from the aspect of the numbers for Zambia.
Meanwhile, Joint Labour Migration Programme Coordinator Ms. Odette Boli says there is need to promote dignified migration to promote integration and development across the continent.
We have put in place the African Free Trade Agreement after. We have put in place the African Free Movement Protocols. Now we are talking about data. I will give you a statistic. If you take the African Free Trade Agreement, almost more than 40 member states out of 55 have already ratified it. If you take the Free Movement Protocol, we are 55 member states, only 4 have ratified it. And we want to promote goods. We want goods to be circulated within this continent. But goods are not moving alone. They move with human beings. I think it's high time that we Africans, we tried to facilitate the movement of our citizens within this continent. It's very, very difficult, extremely difficult for an African to move from point A to a point B within this continent. That's the reality.
And International Organization for Migration, Zambia Chief of Mission, Ms. Kesha Livermore says migration is a powerful driver of sustainable development for migrants themselves and their communities in countries of origin, transit, and destination.
Is inevitable, desirable, and it can be beneficial not only to the migrants, but also to countries of origin and destination if managed properly. I wanted to point out that whilst there are sometimes negative effects of migration, if managed properly, migration can benefit everyone.
The government of Sweden, through the Swedish International Development Agency, SIDA, has rendered key support to the JLMP program. Mwene Muyanga reporting for Hope News, Lusaka.
Meanwhile, International Organization for Migration, IOM Zambia Chief of Mission, Ms. Keisha Livermore, says Zambia's Comesa market is a good example of unity and good trade business for people from within the region. She said people drawn from various countries within the continent are able to find trading space at the Comesa area. She said the market represents good inter-trade system that most Africans have found challenging to cope with.
Can we look at just how innovative and how positive this market is? It's one of the things that I was extremely impressed by during my first few months in Zambia. We see people from different countries, goods from different countries, cultures, everything coming together. I think it's a great representation of what Africa is and what Africa can be. And so I would like us to look at this from a positive lens and not just look at what might be going wrong. Of course, we have to recognize what is going wrong and we have to put things in place to fix it, to improve it. But I think we also need to celebrate what the Comesa market represents and what it brings together.
Now, Minister of Water Development and Sanitation, who is also Munali Member of Parliament, Mike Mposha, has toured the Kamanga Basic School to appreciate the challenges the school is facing and to reinforce the free education policy and to make sure it is actualized. Mr. Mposha, who gave a listening ear to the school authority when they raised challenges they are grappling with, disclosed that through a phased approach, the school will have some of its challenges attended to after their formal request is made. And school headmaster Jimmy Simutanyi said the visit was cardinal as it gave them a chance to interact with the area member of parliament and shared some of their challenges. Mr. Simutanyi named some of the areas the school expects will be addressed as rehabilitation of the school, additional of a 1x3 classroom block, and an assembly hall which will be used as a multi-purpose facility. Details are in this report.
Munali Member of Parliament has toured Kamanga Basic School to appreciate the challenges associated with the increased enrollment following the implementation of free education. The school outlined a number of issues which Honorable Mike Mposha promised to work on some of the projects in a phased manner.
Today I'm here at Kamanga Basic School in Charleston, Kamanga area, where I came to meet the members of staff, again to just appreciate the challenges, to get some feedback on how the learners are being attended to, but also just to encourage each other and appreciate the role that the teachers are playing in transforming the lives of the learners, the young people in these communities. We have resolved that we must, one, assist the school with more desks. We must also assist this Kamanga Basic School with additional classrooms. So we are just waiting for their official request. In addition to that, there's need for a school hall here, which can be used as an examination facility, but also an assembly hall. So through CDF, we'll be able, in a phased approach, assist the school to build a school assembly hall, to also build an additional 1x3 classroom block. We are also looking at the other issues like the broken glass panes to see how we can assist them so that the children should be, learning in a slightly warmer environment. Yeah, so those are some of the challenges which the teachers raised.
School headmaster Mr. Jimmy Simutanyi has thanked the minister for the projects he assured to be worked on for the school.
This visit has been very important to us as a school because it has given us an opportunity to put up our case on the challenges that we are facing, the various challenges. The minister has been very appreciative of our requests and has made a lot of promises. From what we have interacted now going forward, our problems will be solved. He has promised us to build us a 1x3 classroom block to help decongest the overcrowded classrooms and also increase the enrollment. So that is a plus. We shall also receive an assembly hall, which we can use now as a multi-purpose facility for co-curricular activities and also for examinations. He has made also a lot of other promises, like desks, for example. We shall receive 200 desks in the shortest possible time and also attend to the broken infrastructure. So the visit was good, it was interactive.
Mebo Chitimbiti, Hope News in Lusaka.
And finally, in our news, traders at Matero Market have called on their colleagues trading from outside the market to heed government's directive of getting into the markets. A check by Hope News found vast space in market shelters still unoccupied. The traders say authorities should take action and push those trading from outside back into the markets. Meanwhile, marketeers trading from outside the market told Hope News that they are ready to go into the market on condition that market roads are rehabilitated and makeshift stands are properly arranged. Efforts to speak to the authority proved futile as the councillor's phone went unanswered after several attempts.
Empty trading spaces in Matero market shelters. Traders within the market have called on their fellow marketeers outside the market to adhere to government's directive and get into the markets.
Apa nilukamba nati vantu avapa bwana alunyozera mmene mwadasainira akainde kuti anasaina kuti mariketi yonse vantu ayenelongera mkwati ndiyo mariketi lomba womwe chalekera muno nchani madzi yalimu malaiti yalimu toilet ilimo yabwinobwino malo ni mbwe lomba womwe chalekera okhala muno nchiyani anyozera boma
dandaulo muno mu Matero market mu market mchishedi muliche muntu umozi panja abantu bali fulu bakana kungena mukati madzi zagulisa bwanji zalipira bwanji ma market levy muno mukati kulibe business so tipemba ko masoja yangene abangenese bali panja it's too much.
However, the marketeers outside the market say they are willing to move inside the market on condition that authorities renovate the market.
Se kungena market mwandinife kungena market stikana na kulingana mwamene vaipangira bene wake wa government kuti tingene mkati tingangene but vangane vintu viviri market malo mulibe malo ni ang'ono vangane vantu bali mukati vantu ni vambiri then ma shop vanamanga yalibe line yalibe direction iliyonse then mucha mukati pamene vakangena mukati vangane vantu bali pano panja vangane na vantu bali mukati vazankala pati
Dandau kai wakamba tingene market mulibe maro tizangena pati eni yetu vantu tuli vambiri market simana ipange bwino market so ifuniko vakapwanya vakamange bwino tizakangena orosoma mwana kambira ati tizamba usonkera kukanso tizamba usonkera matuku acho yamene wafuna.
Efforts to reach the councillor over the matter failed as his phone went unanswered by broadcast time. Mwene Mianga, Hope News, Lusaka.
Well, we'll leave it there for today. Let's recap on stories that made headlines. Fire sweeps through Chisokone market in Kitwe and destroys goods worth thousands of kwacha. Chawama woman stabs brother-in-law to death. Ambassadors of Christ Choir to grace charity concerts in Zambia this coming long weekend. Matero market traders urge outside traders to move inside the market. Thank you so much for your time. I'm Bright Sinkozi on behalf of the entire studio and production team. George Kalimukwa has been our sign language interpreter. Until then, God bless and bye for now.
எங்கள் கடன்களை எங்களுக்கு மன்னியும்.
Seperti